Next up, we have Joe McRoby, Instant Idiot, Just Add Alcohol. Good title, Joe.
Well, that's the title of me. Thank you.
Instant Idiot, Just Add Alcohol. That's the title of you?
I was a bad drunk. I was a pretty bad one. I mean, there's a lot of alcoholics, and we come from all different walks of life, but we are so much alike in so many ways. But I was a lot worse than just an alcoholic. I was evil. I don't know what happened to me, but I was a bad guy, and I don't know what happened. But I changed. I could never be what I was, and I can't today. I can't even understand how I was, who I was. I can't even understand how I could never do that again. And I just can't understand how I could have ever been like the way I was.
Did you know what you were doing? Were you aware of how you changed?
No, not really. I mean, I just, alcoholism comes on you gradually. It's a party. First, it's a party. When I found out what the morning drink would do for you, that became my favorite time to drink. So I started drinking every day since I woke up. I drank about 1.5 quarts of whiskey every day.
How did you function?
Pretty good for quite a while.
You were able to hold down a job and...
Oh, hell yeah. I would be in a bar at 7 o'clock in the morning waiting for them to open at 7. And I'd have a shot in a beer, but I didn't want too much beer on me, so I would change. The next one would be a shot with water. And I would drink about 6 or 7 shots, then get a taxi cab to the next town over so I could just walk in the front door and make sure I'm there by 8 o'clock and walk out the back door and go across the street to the bar that don't even open till 1 o'clock, but the owner was in there reading the paper, getting his morning drinks. So he would let me in, and I'd have a couple in there, whether I had money or not, and then go jump on a truck and go move furniture all day.
How did you know you were evil, that you became evil?
Like most alcoholics, the addiction comes first. And I touch on that in the book, about if I have to walk over you to get what I got to get, if you don't understand, then you could not appreciate my dilemma, and therefore you were no great loss. I had to do what I had to do. Say you later, bye. I stepped on a lot of beautiful people. I had a lot of girlfriends that really liked me. I always had girls. I had girls all over the country, and because I lived all over the country. But of course, I'm a good-looking guy, so I never had a nickel in my pocket, but I always had a girl. I took advantage of everybody and anything. If you had a car, if you had a place of your own, then I'd invite myself. I was a mooch. I was, and I was a thief. I didn't care about my. I was cold-hearted. You couldn't hurt my feelings because I didn't have any. People that I've been around, like I got picked up hitchhiking by Charlie Manson.
My God.
Yeah, I was in the same room in jail with little Nicky Scarfo, the guy that ran Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, I know little Nicky Scarfo well. He was killing people left and right in Philadelphia when I first started in radio. In the 80s.
He's brutal. He was a brutal guy, and his son just got put in prison. I'm from Jersey, I was married to the mob at 15 years old. I didn't know so many people. Uncle Paulie, Uncle Frank, Sonny that I used as the name for the book. That's my ex-brother-in-law. His name was Anthony. I married into that family,
What made you finally decide enough is enough?
I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And going to jail all the time. And being broke all the time. And walking in the alleyways hunched over, and I just didn't have a life. I was just a piece of garbage, just looking for the next fix at any expense. It was a gradual awakening,
What do you want people to take away from this book?
Well, I think mostly that no matter how bad it gets, don't give up. Because if you live long enough, you're going to win. You're going to come out of it, and you're going to live a sober, productive life. At any age. I'm going to be 71 next month, and I'm still riding a big fat motorcycle. I put 200 miles on it Saturday, and I'm in pretty good shape for the shape of it.
I like that, because if you live long enough, it's going to work out.
The main thing of that book, I guess, that if you live long enough, because see, with addiction, it ain't over till it's over, and you could quit, and you could have the best intentions, and we all do. You know, and then 7 months later, you could be in his, you know, back at the liquor store and, you know, lost another job, another wife, another DUI, another bad thing. But I just would like people to see that, I mean, I was the worst, and you could see in that book that I'm one of the worst. And God bless me, I'm walking on cloud nine right now. I mean, I'm not on cloud nine, but I'm on top of the world. You know, I got a beautiful apartment. You know, I don't deserve it. I got a motorcycle. I got a truck. You know, I don't deserve none of this. I should be in prison or dead.
Well, Joe, you're not dead. And you know what? You're proof it's never too late to get sober. Joe tells me that he gave a copy of his book to the pastor of his church, and the pastor ended up using it as a topic for one of his sermons. So next thing he knew, people in his church were interested, and he's getting a lot of interest, and he had some people buy a couple of books, and he's getting it out there, and he's got one heck of a good message. Okay, the music tells me it is time to take a break. You are listening to the Page Publishing Book Club. I'm your host, Alice Stockton Rossini. We'll be right back.